Linda, I want to thank you for doing this today. And I have been doing your horses for a little while now, what, about a year?
I think so, yeah.
And I was basically, if you might tell everybody, first of all, how you were referred to me.
Okay, so I was referred to you because I had a problem. I didn't want to shoe the horses, and Echo has a split on her left front leg, left front foot, where she had a barbed wire accident when she was young, and it just kept splitting, and she couldn't do anything because it kept splitting. So Joyce and Ruth took a picture.
Okay.
They told me, you must bring Bob and talk about old Mac boots and get proper trimming and
Well, when we first did your horses, we went through your horses quite a bit differently than probably what you're used to.
Yeah.
We went over the entire horse, and do you remember?
It was about nearly 3 hours, wasn't it?
Yeah. Do you remember basically what we did and what I showed you? And I know you're more into this because being into the veterinary industry, you're more into this type
Well, I
of
was
work.
surprised because you weren't just looking at the feet; you were looking all the way over, and so it's like that song, you know, the foot bone's connected to the leg bone, connected to the neck bone, and so you're looking all the way through, and also looking at their actual reactions, rather more physical and emotional. You had checked both their spines all the way up and down, and you wanted to see how they moved. Yeah, you did a pretty intensive work up there.
Well, since we've been doing the horses, have you noticed any changes, either to the good or to the bad?
Oh, definitely to the good. I think to start with, sometimes you see a little bit of soreness. Like with Echo, we saw some soreness, but her feet were so out of sync, out of balance. You could see it once you pointed out the different linings, and the angles were all wrong. But her foot now she can do work, even though she has tender feet, because she's got white feet. She can go on the trails, whereas before she couldn't. And it doesn't split, it's growing down now with just a scar rather than an actual splitting up of the whole hoof. You couldn't have worked her before.
So there's no restriction, or it doesn't hamper at all that scar tissue on that foot?
No, not at all. Okay. And now we've discovered since she has arthritis, so definitely helping there. We still need to do a bit more work there, and I think ultimately, like you suggested, we may, because she's also being trained to be ridden. I mean, she's getting a lot happened to her in this year. So ultimately, like you say, I think we'll go for shoeing them, maybe just a back feet, or we'll see how it goes.
Okay. One last thing. I know you said that when you've ridden the horse, you've noticed a change, and also as far as how their body is developing.
Right, we're always staying with Echo at the moment. So with Echo, you could feel the unevenness. You know, when you ride, it should be like waves. It should be smooth, and you can feel it. You know, I'm going to do this for you, but now it's much smoother with it. You know, with the way that you've shoed her and supplements, and it's coming together for her. And then with Rocket, he was, I think we call it V conformation.
Yeah, his front feet came in like a V.
And he was a bit pigeon-chested. He didn't have much of a chest there. And now he's a bit more macho and has a chest, and he's squarer all round. And before, when I first got him, you couldn't do any collected gait, which is hard here anyway, because we're all up or down, there's no flat. So that was hard on him. But now, since you've changed the conformation of him by changing the balance of his feet, which were too long, he's now learning to use his backhand. And so he's getting a better chest. His butt's now become a proper quarter horse butt. Whereas it was a bit weak and wimpy. Yeah, and he's starting to learn to collect.
Okay, well that's good.
He's surprising himself, I can see that.
Well, I'm glad that we're able to help the horse, and you're satisfied.
Yeah.
And I really want to thank you for doing this today. Okay.
Just don't stop firing.
Okay. All righty. Thank you very much.